Hey, my name is Philippe from Taji Mag, and man, this must be an honor for you to start off with one of your passions, music videos, and now you're doing pretty much a fully featured music video.
Yeah, yeah, it kind of fell in the stars lined up for me on that one.
Now, did you tap into some of your old skill set that you had with music videos to put on this feature?
I did, yeah, for sure. Understanding what it takes to capture a music video
Hmm.
and the how to not allow the artist to get lost in all the technical, cameras moving everywhere,
Hmm.
coming from those days. Understanding what you need to capture head to toe, especially with Michael, because
Hmm.
Michael's moves are so specific. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I used some special lenses that I used back then. I was trying to stay within the era
Hmm.
of each technical advancement that was happening, right? So from film to video. So in the
Hmm.
beginning in the 60s, they had more of that film look, all right? And then it kind of went into like 70s and up to the 80s, where we
Hmm.
used different lenses and things like that. It was more flares in the concerts, right? Things like that, longer lenses and things. So yeah, that's
Okay.
that's all from my music video days.
Which video reenactment did you have fun with the most?
Oh man, all of them. I enjoyed filming Bad
Okay.
because that was the one that really launched Michael, when you really saw him exploding. And
Hmm.
that one has all the elements with the smoke and the wind and the guitar player rocking with wild hair. That was him doing a little bit of the rock and roll R&B thing,
Hmm.
and I had a great time filming that. Yeah.
Were you grooving while you were directing? Did
Oh
the
man, come on,
beat
you
take you
have
over?
to. If I'm tired and I come in, right, I'm sitting in the director's chair and that music comes on,
Uh-huh.
I'm up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You, it's like a cup of coffee, man.
So I know everybody's talking about the physical look of Jafar, but I
Yeah.
wanted to ask which one was more impressive to you, the performance by Coleman Domingo
Mm.
or the physical presence and embodiment of Jafar?
Ooh, I mean, they're equal, man. I mean, I'll tell you a quick story. When I first saw Jafar, Bob Richardson, the great DP, showed it to me.
Hmm.
He was with Graham King, and I was like, Bob, when did you work with? When did you work with Michael Jackson? You know what I mean? Because Bob still had the long white hair. He looked the same. I said, you look exactly the same from the '90s. He goes, that's not Michael. That's Jafar. Blew my mind. Did a screen test with Jafar. He walked out as Michael. Couldn't believe it. I started talking to him. He sounded like Michael.
Hmm.
Yeah. Coleman, I walked around the corner on the stage one day. I was shooting something else. He had his back to us. It was a test day for hair and makeup.
Hmm.
Turned around as Joe, scared the shit out of me. Those eyes, man. He was already in character. He was so good in the screen test. I,
Uh-huh.
I filmed him that day. I said, we changing the schedule. I went to
Mm.
him and said, we changed the schedule. We got to film him on the side of the stage over there. We filmed him that day, right? So
Hmm.
when I saw both of them, man, I was just floored.
Mm.
And when I watched Coleman's performance, obviously Coleman is such a great actor. He embodied Joe. Coleman's such a sweet, funny guy. He's
Yeah.
loving. And he was Joe, man. He's a beast.
Mm.
And then Jafar blew me away because he never did it before.
Mm.
But he captured all the nuances. He captured the moments when he wasn't dancing and he wasn't talking. It was those quiet moments when he was alone, and he was very Michael-like, you
Mm.
know, in his body language and his, all the nuances. So that told me a lot about Jafar. He's the real deal.
Okay. And then I wanted to talk about like how important it is for the youth and the younger generation to understand how important Michael was, not only just to music, but just to humanity as a whole. Like,
Yeah.
do you feel any pressure with that, or how do you
Oh
think
yeah.
that will go with the younger people going to the movie?
I mean, I definitely feel pressure, and I feel honored that I got a chance to do it. A lot of young people don't know Michael, the young Michael. They
Hmm.
don't know how eccentric he was or how lonely he was as a young kid, even though he was a mega star, right? They don't know that journey. They only know Michael after Bad and all that and Thriller.
Hmm.
So I think it's important that they know who Michael was as an artist and also just
Hmm.
as a human being, and the fact that Michael had insecurities as well, right? Just like a lot of people do. He would put stickers all over the mirror. He would read a mantra to himself to get himself in the right headspace to believe in himself, as an artist. And I think a lot of people feel those same insecurities, even great artists. I know I've talked to great artists and they're like, man, I'm always I'm still nervous when I go on stage, right? A lot of young people let fear stop them from becoming who they could become. And in this film, you see Michael has those same sort of fears, but he pushes through them and he becomes the Michael we know, you know, in life that we're making a movie about, you know.
Okay. My last question would be like, is there anything that you learned from this experience that you'll take over into your next couple of films or short films?
Yeah, I always learn something, brother. I'm not, you know, I learn more about process and space. You know what I mean? I mean, I have a process and I try to figure out how to perfect it because I'll see some things in it that I got could have done that better at this moment. And also space for great people, wardrobe, DP, whoever it is, actors, making sure I'm giving everybody enough space to bring all their talent to the table. This one is interesting because they brought so much passion and love from Michael, the crew. We have people coming out of retirement to work on projects. And it's a reminder that it's like a big family to make these things happen. And it's just not a director, it's all these other talented people. Bill Corso, who did the makeup, you know, Rich and Tone, who worked with Jafar for choreography, you know, Dion Beebe, the cinematographer, they all brought a lot to the table. You know, Marcy, who did the wardrobe, it's crazy, you know. And I challenge people and push them and they, you know, they rose to the occasion. And it's those are the reminders. Every time I do a movie, I appreciate the crew even more. Each film, you know, and I don't know where that comes from. Maybe because I'm getting older, you know what I mean? And you start to slow down a little bit and really see. I think that's what's happening in my life, man. You know,
All right. Well, if you are any tribute to getting older and wiser and looking good, I think I'm on track.
you'll try. Well, you already started. We in the
Yeah,
same. We
let's
in the
start.
same tribe, man.
All right, man. You have a good one.
All
Thank
right,
you
bro.
very
Good to
much.
see you, man. God bless you, Philip.
All right, bye.
Oh, man.